everyone, welcome to my channel. I have an old school retro dish for you guys, beans and franks. I grew up eating this in the 70s. Most kids now don't know anything about it, but it was a staple in the 70s. Almost every family I know had this at least once a week. It's inexpensive. Kids love it. They served at a lot of daycares. But I'm gonna make a small one portion for myself because my husband said they had it once a week minimum when he was growing up. Let me show you what I have. I have some all beef hot dogs. If you don't want the pork, I've got 𝐍𝐶𝐒𝐑𝐈𝐿 pork and beans. That's what we used in the 70s. It was kind of hard to find when my husband, I couldn't tell him the name 𝐍𝐶𝐒𝐑𝐈𝐿. So I said, you know, pork and beans old school, not Bush's, but you can probably get vegetarian style. I'm gonna kick it up a little bit with some mustard. I've got some brown sugar because you know kids like stuff sweet, a little white sugar and some ketchup, and a teeny bit of bacon grease because I'm gonna cook my hot dogs in a skillet with some onions and bell pepper. You don't need the onions and bell pepper. Like I said, it's just a tiny amount because most kids would be put off by that. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. We're gonna call this beans and franks, and it cooks in the oven at about 375 degrees for about 30 to 45 minutes. I actually love it. I haven't had it in about 40 years, so I thought I'd make a teeny weeny. See my little pot, my little pan dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the hot dogs cut up and then turn the camera around and show you how I'm just gonna cook the hot dogs. It's not necessary. You can throw it all in a pot, throw it in the oven and cook this, or I've seen people cook it on top of the stove in the 70s. So let me get everything set up. Let's get cooking. Okay everyone, I got my skillet up pretty high. And for kids, I probably would skip the green peppers. They never had them with green peppers when I was a child. But I think it adds a definitely new dimension of flavor. And if your children can handle it, put them in. If not, definitely leave them out. And you don't have to cook the hot dogs. I'm cooking them just because it'll add a little bit of color to them. And you guys that are familiar with me know I like to elevate stuff a little bit. My mother never cooked beans and franks because she catered to my father's taste. And this is not something that he would eat. He was really old school, so he was like a Sunday meal type of person. So I'm just cooking this on high heat just for a few minutes to soften the onions and bell pepper and get a little bit of color on the hot dogs. And like I said, this is something I really like. Some people add sugar. My girlfriend Linda, she gave me permission to mention her name. Her mother made the best beans and franks, and they always had them. And I look forward to stopping by when her mother cooked them, and I always had to have a bowl or a plate of these. Now I'm gonna serve it with cornbread. Most of the time back in the day, we had just plain white bread, nothing fancy. You know, you guys can make a salad with it. You see how fast that cooks up. That's all you really need, just to put some color on the hot dogs. You wanna soften the onions because they are gonna cook in the oven. I'm gonna pull this off the heat, turn the camera around and show you the next step. Okay, I'm back. I think I failed to mention that there was a little bit of bacon grease that I cooked those in, just a tad. I had some bacon earlier today and I decided to use it. And I'm gonna use all the sauce out of the pork and beans. And then I'm gonna add my 2 little hot dogs. Like I said, you can double, triple this. This is something that was like a mainstay in the 70s. Most women started going back to work back then. And a lot of daycares and stuff. It's a fast, inexpensive, quick meal. I'm gonna add brown sugar. That's about 4 tablespoons because I like my stuff sweet. You know that. 2 teaspoons of sugar. And those that know me, welcome back. And those that don't, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to my channel. Just a little squeeze of mustard. I upload 2 videos a week. I always include an inspirational quote. Whoa, nice little bit of ketchup in here. I turn my ketchup, yikes, I have to clean that, upside down because it's easier to pour. I have my little dish, and hopefully this will fit. And if it does not, I've got an old school pie pan that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this mixed up. And see, it's very simple. Like I said, that's why it was a staple back in the 70s. You need a quick meal coming home from work for the working moms and working class. And a lot of people I grew up with had many brothers and sisters. It was just my sister and myself. So, and like I said, my mother cooked Sunday meals Monday through Friday. So that's basically it. Got my little bitty pan here. I'm gonna pour this in here and pray that it fits because I thought it was cute for the occasion. But just so you guys know, your girl had a backup. I was gonna go old school with a pot pan. I'm gonna go ahead and get this smoothed out, and you can taste it. Make sure it's as sweet or it's not as sweet as you like. Some people don't want any sugar in there. I like my stuff sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes. Just let it cook and caramelize, and then you have an easy, quick dinner. I'm gonna serve it with cornbread, as I'm gonna show you. I have some cornbread with jalapeno peppers, but you can do salad, white bread, rolls, or just put this in a bowl and eat it like this. Like I said, I've been eating this. I'm over 60 for many years. I haven't had it in about 20. And I was dying for some pork and beans, or beans and franks. Let me put you guys on pause, and don't forget, I have a great joke for you guys. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. This is a video for quick, easy meals and maybe something kids will like. I know your children under 10 would love this. You guys are gonna love me for this. Put you on pause and get this in the oven. Okay, I want to show you guys what it looks like in the oven. So I've got them in there. I got it set for 30 minutes, but I'm gonna check it. And those that know me, I usually cook late at night. It is 12:51. My husband's on a flight back from DC, and that's why the pot is so small, because there's no way in the world he's gonna wanna eat that. We'll probably dine out. So I'm gonna put you guys back on pause, and you know I have a great joke for you. I set the clock for 30 minutes, and I run back upstairs. I'm actually watching the movie The Terminator. I haven't seen it in years. And so when the beeper goes off, I'll come down and check it. And if it's not cooked enough, I'll reset it. But stay with me, I'll be right back. You know, I got a great joke for you guys, and then I'll pull this out of the oven and show you how I serve it. Okay, everyone, I cooked them for about 45 minutes. They are perfect. I'm gonna let them sit, and they'll tighten up a little bit as they sit. So let me turn the camera around and tell you guys my joke. Okay, there you have it, a perfect weeknight meal. Like I said, my husband was one of 3 sons, and he said they had this every week. So when he gets off the plane, I'm sure he'll like it, but that's not something he's gonna want for dinner. And I wanna mention one of my subscribers. Her name is Stephanie, I believe Foster. She told me to stop using Pam. I did spray this off camera. Sorry, Stephanie. She said it has a chemical in it, poly something. I apologize for not looking it up, but I'm definitely gonna research that. So if I do stop using Pam, I'm gonna have to go old school and soak my dishes in a sink full of hot water for a while and scrub them. But let me tell you guys my joke. A burglar breaks into a house in the dead of night while the family is on vacation. He's fumbling around trying to find valuables with a small, weak flashlight so as not to alert any neighbors. He hears someone saying, "Jesus is watching you." He turns around quickly. Who's there? He continues on thinking his mind is playing tricks on him. He hears it again. "Jesus is watching you." The guy looks around again and spots a small parrot in a cage. He approaches the cage and says to the parrot, "Oh, it's just a parrot." I'm sure the owners taught it to say that. The parrot says, "Actually, I'm fluent in English." The burglar is taken aback. "Well, that's cool, I guess." The burglar says, "Parrot, what's your name?" "Moses," says the bird. "What kind of people name a parrot Moses?" Parrot replied, "The same kind of people that name their Rottweiler Jesus." That's pretty funny, I thought. So anyway, that's my joke. This video, please like, subscribe, and share. And I have some jalapeno cornbread. That's probably too spicy for children, but I had 4 pieces left, and that's what I'm gonna have with this once this cools off, because my husband won't be home for a couple hours, and then we'll probably go out to dinner to eat. But like I said, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. More importantly, comment. I love the comments, and I try and reply to each and every one. So you guys have a good evening, and God bless, and thanks for watching. See you on the next one.